Imagine waking up one day with the ability to slow down time. Not in a literal sense, but within yourself. Imagine feeling an unshakable calm as the chaos of the world unfolds around you, as if you've unlocked a hidden doorway in your mind that others have yet to discover. What if I told you that this doorway has always existed, buried beneath layers of mental noise, distractions, and untrained awareness, and that through this simple act of meditation, practiced consistently, you could step through it, awakening parts of your consciousness that have remained dormant for most of your life? This is not just speculation. Across history, mystics, sages, and even modern scientists have spoken about the profound effects of daily meditation. From the ancient yogis of India who spent lifetimes mastering the art of stillness, to modern neuroscientists mapping the brain's transformation under meditation, the message remains the same. The human mind is capable of something extraordinary when given the right conditions. But what actually happens when you meditate daily? Is it just a stress-reducing tool, or is there something far deeper taking place beneath the surface? Does meditation merely calm the mind, or does it unlock hidden layers of perception, allowing us to see reality in a completely new way? In this video, we will uncover the hidden truths behind daily meditation, the changes in brain function, the rewiring of emotions, the expansion of consciousness, and the deeper spiritual transformations that ancient masters spoke of. By the end, you may never look at meditation the same way again. Are you ready to explore the unseen? Meditation is not a modern invention. It is an ancient art passed down through millennia, deeply embedded in the spiritual traditions of nearly every civilization. To understand what truly happens when you meditate daily, we must first examine the wisdom of those who have walked this path before us. The ancient roots of meditation. The earliest recorded evidence of meditation comes from the Vedic text of India, written over 3,000 years ago. The sages of ancient India, known as rishis, described meditation not just as a practice but as a way of life, an inner journey towards self-realization and liberation, moksha. They believed that by silencing the mind, one could perceive the true nature of reality, dissolving the illusion of separation between self and universe. Buddhism later refined these practices. Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, spent years meditating under the Bodhi tree, where he attained enlightenment. He taught that meditation was the key to understanding suffering, detaching from illusions, and attaining a state of deep inner peace known as nirvana. In China, Taoist monks developed their own meditative practices, such as Wawang, sitting and forgetting, which aim to align the individual with the flow of the Tao, the natural order of the universe. Even in the Western world, meditation-like practices were embraced by mystical traditions such as Gnostic Christianity, Kabbalistic Judaism, and Sufi Islam. The Christian Desert Fathers practiced deep contemplation, seeking divine revelations through stillness, while Sufi whirling dervishes used meditation and movement to transcend the physical world. Across cultures, the message remains the same. Meditation is not just about relaxation. It is a portal to higher states of awareness, a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. Meditation and the mind. Ancient perspectives versus modern science. Ancient mystics spoke of meditation as a means to purify the mind, dissolve the ego, and transcend suffering. They believed the mind was like a turbulent lake, filled with thoughts, emotions, and distractions. Only through deep stillness could the water settle, allowing one to see the truth reflected clearly. But what does modern science say? Astonishingly, neuroscientific research confirms what the ancients knew intuitively. Studies show that regular meditation rewires the brain, altering structures responsible for emotion, memory, and consciousness itself. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for awareness and decision-making, becomes stronger. The amygdala, the center of fear and stress, shrinks, explaining why meditators are calmer in difficult situations. The default mode network, DMN, which fuels self-referential thoughts and overthinking, quiets down, leading to a sense of peace and detachment from ego-driven worries. Even more fascinating, long-term meditators exhibit gamma brainwave activity, associated with heightened awareness and deep states of bliss, mirroring the ecstatic states described by monks, yogis, and mystics throughout history. So, was meditation merely an ancient ritual, Or did these sages possess knowledge of the mind that modern science is only now beginning to uncover? This is where things become truly fascinating. Now that we understand the historical and scientific significance of meditation, let's explore what truly happens when you commit to this practice daily. Many people approach meditation seeking relaxation or stress relief, but what unfolds over time is far more profound. Meditation is not just about stillness. It is a journey into the deepest layers of your consciousness. The first few weeks, breaking through mental noise. When you first begin meditating daily, you may experience an unexpected challenge, mental resistance. Your mind, accustomed to constant stimulation, struggles to remain still. Thoughts race, memories surface, and emotions demand attention. This is completely normal. Think of your mind like a muddy river, constantly churning with thoughts, distractions, and unconscious patterns. In the early stages of meditation, you are simply watching the sediment settle. This phase is where many people quit, thinking meditation isn't working. But in reality, it is working. It is simply exposing what was previously hidden. With persistence, something fascinating happens. The mental chatter begins to quiet down. You start noticing gaps between thoughts, moments of pure awareness. A subtle feeling of inner spaciousness emerges. This is the first doorway into deeper states of meditation. Weeks to months, rewiring the brain and perception shift. As you continue meditating daily, your brain starts to change. Science has confirmed that meditation enhances neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. But beyond science, something even more mystical happens. Your perception of reality shifts. You become less reactive to external events. What once triggered frustration or anxiety no longer affects you in the same way. You develop a heightened sense of presence, a feeling of truly being alive in the moment, rather than lost in thoughts of the past or future. Your intuition strengthens. You begin sensing things more deeply, noticing subtle energies, and making decisions with an uncanny sense of clarity. Ancient mystics describe this as awakening the inner eye, a metaphor for seeing beyond the surface of reality. Your awareness expands, and you start perceiving life in a richer, more profound way. Months to years, profound states of awareness. As daily meditation becomes ingrained in your life, something extraordinary unfolds. Many dedicated practitioners report moments of pure bliss and ecstasy, a sensation of deep inner peace that arises for no external reason, a sense of unity with the universe, feeling as if the boundaries between yourself and the world around you are dissolving. Spontaneous insights and revelations, flashes of deep wisdom arising effortlessly, answering questions you never consciously asked. This stage is where meditation transcends a mere practice and becomes a doorway to higher states of consciousness. The great yogis and monks who meditated for years weren't just sitting in silence. They were accessing realms of awareness beyond ordinary perception. Some describe it as merging with the cosmic intelligence, others as experiencing the true nature of the soul. Words cannot fully capture it, but those who persist in the practice know. Meditation is not just about calming the mind. It is about awakening to a deeper reality. And this is just the beginning. Now that we've explored the initial changes meditation brings, let's go even deeper. Beyond mental clarity, emotional balance, and heightened awareness, something profoundly mystical begins to unfold when meditation becomes a daily discipline. The activation of the energy body. Many spiritual traditions describe an energetic system within the human body, known as chakras in Hinduism, meridians in Chinese medicine, and subtle energy centers in esoteric traditions. When you meditate daily, your energetic channels begin to open, allowing life force, or prana, to flow more freely. You may feel vibrations, tingling, or warmth in different parts of your body, especially in your forehead, third eye, or spine. Your intuition heightens, and you start sensing energies in people, places, and situations more clearly. Many advanced meditators report a glowing sensation within, as if an inner light is being kindled. This is why ancient mystics often depicted enlightened beings with radiant halos. Their inner energy had become fully awakened. The dissolution of the ego and the expansion of consciousness. One of the most shocking things that happens when you meditate consistently is the gradual dissolution of the ego. The sense of a separate, I that we cling to so tightly. At first, this can feel unsettling. You may experience moments where your thoughts seem distant, as if they are not truly yours. You realize that your identity is just a collection of memories and conditioning. You feel an overwhelming sense of oneness, as if the boundaries between you and the universe are fading. This is what mystics refer to as ego death or spiritual awakening. It is not a loss, but a liberation. The feeling of being a fragmented, isolated self dissolves, and in its place arises an expansive awareness that is beyond words. Ancient texts call this the realization of the Atman, Hinduism, the Buddha nature, Buddhism, or the divine self, Western mysticism. It is a glimpse into the true nature of reality, the opening of higher states of consciousness. With continued practice, deeper and more mystical states of consciousness begin to emerge. Lucid awareness. You may enter meditative states where you feel hyper-aware, yet completely still, as if watching existence from a higher plane. Out-of-body experiences. Some practitioners report the sensation of leaving their physical form and perceiving reality from an expanded viewpoint. Timelessness. Meditation dissolves the illusion of time, leading to experiences where minutes feel like hours, or vice versa. Downloads of wisdom. Insights arise out of nowhere. Answers to deep questions, intuitive knowledge, and a sense of universal intelligence guiding you. These experiences are not hallucinations. They have been recorded by countless mystics, yogis, and advanced meditators across different cultures. They reveal that meditation is not just a mental exercise, but a gateway to higher realms of existence. The ultimate revelation, who you really are. Perhaps the most profound realization from long-term meditation is the answer to a question most people never ask. Who am I, beyond my thoughts, my body, and my identity? Through daily meditation, you begin to understand that you are not your thoughts. They come and go, but the real you is the silent witness behind them. You are not just your body. The body is a temporary vehicle, but your consciousness extends beyond it. You are pure awareness itself, the unchanging presence that watches all experiences arise and fade. This realization is what spiritual enlightenment truly means. It is the ultimate truth that saints, sages, and mystics have spoken of throughout history. And the best part? You don't need to wait years or decades to experience glimpses of this reality. It begins the moment you make meditation a daily practice. Now that we've explored the profound impact of daily meditation, the next question is, how do you experience this for yourself? It's one thing to hear about mystical states of awareness and ego dissolution, but the real magic happens when you begin practicing. Here's how to integrate meditation into your life and tap into these deeper dimensions of consciousness. Step 1. Commit to consistency, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. The most important rule in meditation is consistency over intensity. Even if you meditate for just 10 to 15 minutes a day, the effects accumulate over time. Think of it like planting a seed. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It needs steady nourishment. The same is true for your mind and consciousness. The first few days or weeks may not feel special, but stick with it. Many profound shifts occur subtly before they become noticeable. The key is daily practice. Just like physical exercise, regular meditation rewires your brain and energy system. Pro tip: try to meditate at the same time every day to build a habit. Early mornings or before bed are ideal. Step 2. Find the right meditation technique for you. Different techniques unlock different aspects of consciousness. Here are some of the most powerful ones. 1. Breath awareness, Anapanasati, the foundation. Focus on your natural breath. Observe the inhale and exhale without controlling it. If your mind wanders, gently return to the breath. Best for beginners, calming the nervous system and cultivating mindfulness. 2. Mantra meditation, activating higher vibrations. Repeat a sacred word or phrase, e.g., Om or So Hum, silently or aloud. The vibrations of the mantra help quiet the mind and raise consciousness. Over time, the mantra dissolves into pure awareness. Best for inner stillness, deep concentration, and awakening latent energy. 3. Third eye meditation, activating intuition. Focus on the space between your eyebrows, Ajna chakra. Imagine a soft, glowing light at this point. Stay relaxed and observe any sensations, visions, or inner knowing that arises. Best for developing intuition, expanding awareness, and experiencing higher states of consciousness. 4. Body scan meditation, removing blocked energy. Close your eyes and slowly scan your body from head to toe. Notice any tension or sensations without judgment. Visualize energy flowing freely through each area. Best for releasing emotional blockages, physical relaxation, and connecting with the body's wisdom. Step 3. Overcoming common challenges in meditation. If you've tried meditating before and struggled, don't worry, you're not alone. Here are some common challenges and how to overcome them. 1. I can't stop thinking. Reality. The goal isn't to stop thoughts, but to observe them without attachment. Solution. Instead of fighting your thoughts, imagine them as clouds passing in the sky. Watch them come and go without getting lost in them. 2. I don't feel anything special. Reality. Profound changes happen below the surface before they become obvious. Solution. Trust the process. Even if you don't feel anything, meditation is still rewiring your brain and energy system. 3. I get restless or bored. Reality. This is a sign that the ego is resisting stillness, which means you're on the right path. Solution. Instead of resisting restlessness, observe it like an outsider. Ask yourself, who is feeling restless? Who is observing this? Step 4. Enhance your meditation with sacred practices. To amplify your meditation practice, incorporate sacred rituals that deepen the experience. 1. Meditation in darkness. Try meditating in total darkness, such as before dawn or in a dimly lit room. This mimics the ancient yogic cave meditations, allowing your mind to enter deeper states more easily. 2. Meditate with sound frequencies. Play 432 Hz or 528 Hz frequencies during meditation. These vibrations are believed to harmonize energy and activate deeper consciousness. 3. Meditate outdoors. Meditating in nature, under a tree, near water, or on grass, enhances the flow of prana, life force energy. The Earth's natural frequency, Schumann resonance, stabilizes the body and mind. Step 5. Watch for the subtle signs of transformation. Once meditation becomes a daily habit, watch for these subtle shifts. They indicate that your consciousness is expanding. You feel less reactive. Things that used to trigger you no longer disturb your peace. Your intuition strengthens. You just know things without logical reasoning. You feel a deep inner stillness. Even during chaos, there's a presence within that remains unmoved. You experience synchronicities. Meaningful coincidences increase, as if the universe is speaking directly to you. You develop a deep sense of oneness. The boundaries between you and the world begin to blur. Final thought: the journey beyond the mind. Meditation is not about believing in mystical experiences. It's about experiencing them for yourself. The real journey isn't external, it's within. The deeper you go into meditation, the more you realize that you are not just a person meditating. You are the infinite awareness witnessing everything. And when that realization becomes clear, life is never the same again. You've now glimpsed the true power of meditation, not just as a relaxation technique, but as a portal to higher consciousness. Every great mystic, sage, and enlightened being throughout history has spoken of an inner reality far more profound than the outer world we perceive. The mind, when still, is not just a passive observer. It becomes a gateway to something far greater. Yet, most people never take the journey inward. They chase distractions. They seek happiness in external achievements. They live and die without ever realizing the vast, infinite potential hidden within them. But you now know the secret. Meditation isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about tuning into a deeper frequency of existence. What happens next? The choice is yours. Now, the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? If you practice, even for just 10 minutes a day, your life will begin to shift in ways you never imagined. Your perception of reality will change. Your mind will become clear and focused. You will experience moments of profound inner peace. And one day, without warning, something within you will awaken. The old self dissolves, and what remains is pure awareness. At that moment, you won't need anyone to tell you what meditation truly does, because you will have experienced it for yourself. A final thought: the path is yours to walk. Meditation is not a belief system. It's not a theory. It's an experiment. Try it. Observe. See what happens. And if you stay consistent, you'll discover something truly extraordinary. The answers you've been searching for. The mysteries of life that seem hidden from sight. The peace and clarity you long for. They were always within you, waiting. All you had to do was sit still and listen. Are you ready?